How's it going? So I thought I'd do a really quick random video because I noticed a few comments dotted around on the Schwarzeneggers of the Ring video that I made that it sounds a bit like Walken. Now, Arnold Schwarzenegger and Walken voices are similar in certain aspects. Hear me out. Now, Arnold is more like here, all right? He's like down here, talks very eloquently, but he does have his moments, he says certain words in a weird way. And that happened a lot in the 90s and 80s, like in his movies when his accent was stronger and his voice was a bit higher. So he's more like, what do you mean? Come on, I'm right here. Ah. And he says things like, why? And has a bit of that inflection. Obviously, I accentuate it, but with Walken, it's a bit different. When it comes to Walken, everyone does this all the time, and that's not accurate either. It's a parody rather than reality, and that's what most people know it for, right? If anything, people probably laugh and recognize more the parody of Walken than an actual Walken voice. Because when you do this, everyone's like, oh yeah, Walken, amazing, nice. But if you remember the iconic scene in Pulp Fiction where he's talking about the watch, he talks more like this. He's like your father in Hanoi. And yeah, it's mostly the New York accent, right? It's not like him just being like, oh, you know, sometimes. And that's where it becomes parody more than reality. You know, it's not actually an accurate representation of how they speak. It's more a parody of the things they're known for. And this is sort of like the vocal equivalent of a caricature art piece, where, you know, they do the crazy chins and like accentuate your features. It's the same version of that. And this is where you just decide whether you want an accurate representation or whether you want to do like a parody. As a voice actor, and generally as an actor and someone who has an interest in linguistics and sounds and replication and imitation, you study a lot more, like mannerisms, the way they talk, how they would say certain words over others, how their emotions would impact on how they sound. And I just find all this fascinating. I thought I'd share it because, you know, I think people underestimate how close certain aspects can be of different voices and how psychologically we tie into the parodies more than we think. Anyway, have a beautiful day.